I'm wondering about this with, now you're coaching in college at UAB. How much of your job is coaching? How much of it is kind of cultivating a business, NIL and collect? I mean,
Yeah.
this is more than, it
Yes.
feels like college coaching is tougher than coaching in the NFL.
I don't know. I haven't been a head coach in the NFL. I have a lot of dear friends that are, so I don't want to make that comparison. You're definitely a CEO. You're not a coach. You're not a whistle around your neck coach very often. You get to do that, and those are those are the most fun days. When you actually get to interact with players and coach ball. But the bulk of this job is kind of CEO type stuff. There's a business aspect to it. You mentioned it with collectives and NIL. There's a team building, there's coaching coaches. I think that's the thing that doesn't get talked about enough is you have to hire great people, but then you got to coach them up to make sure we're all speaking the same language. You got to empower them. You got to create culture is a word that's overused, but I think it paints a picture in everybody's head.
Yeah.
You got to create an environment where people are going the same direction. They feel it's energizing to come to work. When we do have adversity, there's people around you to help you get through it. So yeah, it's a lot more other stuff than whistle around your neck and crew socks on going out there and doing bag drills.
How do you poach somebody without poaching them?
Like the T word that everybody's doing and using.
Yeah, tampering. Yeah.
Yeah. I think what we've tried to do is just create a really good vibe around our program. They can reach out to you. They can get in the portal and contact you. Really it's about creating an atmosphere around your building and a persona around your program where it's welcoming and you want. And you gotta say, hey, I think Prime does a great job with this on Twitter even, like, hey, this is what we're looking for. If you're part of this, come join us. We don't do it on Twitter with the head coach tweets, but we're trying to do the same thing. Like, hey, here's what we're building. Here's what we're about. If that fires you up, you know where we're at. I think Prime started this thing like, hey, I'm not hard to get to. I'm not hard to reach. You know where we're at. I think that's what's going on. But the reality of it is we've had a couple poach from us. We know it's happening. We know they're talking to these other programs before they're in the portal, and it's just the reality of where we're at in this industry, and you got to live with it.
What's the craziest ask from a recruit?
I haven't had any crazy, outrageous one so far. We don't have, SEC money here, and I think everybody knows that. But we did have a couple walk in, and it was their motivation was definitely to get paid. I actually think they thought like I was going to pay him with my NFL money. Like literally, that's what it felt like. Like, yo, coach,
that's not legal though, Trent. That's not legal.
I know.
Okay.
But I'm saying it felt that way. Like it felt like this kid was like, he knows we're not, in the SEC. He knows we're not in the Big Ten. He knows, we don't have some collective, an $8 million collective. But I kind of feel like this kid wants me to tap into my own pockets and like pay him out of my own checking account. That was not a very long visit, let me tell you that.